Mr. Milton, what are you doing? Welcome to the King Moolah Podcast. King Moolah, welcome to the King Moolah Podcast. Woo,
All right, y'all. Welcome to the King Moolah TV podcast. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Wait a minute. This was an episode that I just thought about today. It's a Saturday. And it's because the other topic that I wanted that was in line, I moved it to the side because, I didn't really feel like talking about that. But this is important because this has happened. If you don't know right now, Hurricane Milton, it done ran through Central Florida, causing so much devastation, and it's so unprecedented. The damage, the extent to what happened is crazy, especially when there was a hurricane not even less than 2 weeks. It came after Hurricane Helen, not even 2 weeks afterwards. The Tampa Bay area got hit. It was grazed by Helen, but there's on the shorelines in the Tampa Bay area. If you live on the coastal, it's never good because you're always in deep waters when you live there. Because even if a hurricane grazes you, your house, your property, life is in danger. It is in danger if you're anywhere near a hurricane on the beachfront. Anywhere near a beach house or any beach or coastal bay or any waters that large bodies of waters, you should definitely evacuate. And honestly, those residents had to evacuate twice in less than a month. 2 times in a month. Well, not 2 times in just 1 month, but 2 times in a month span. In a span of a month. And it's crazy. So that was so unprecedented. Now, Hurricane Milton didn't directly go into Tampa Bay, but it went really close. It was pretty close. They said it was Sarasota. It hit Sarasota badly. And even the crazy part is, on the east, where Hurricane Milton started in the Gulf, so it came on the west side. We're used to hurricanes coming from the east. So apparently on the news, they're saying this has got to be one of the most catastrophic and crazy, most intense hurricanes we've had in Florida has had in over 100 years. And you can see, so think Katrina level, think what they call Hurricane Andrew, like those, like it is that devastating. That thing came through and it ripped up a lot. I've seen so many videos and footage of the damage. It is wild. It is absolutely wild what is going on at that what happened. It came Wednesday night. Like I said, it was a Saturday. And Wednesday night through Thursday morning, and then it went to Orlando, and then it went into the Atlantic. That is, man. And the biggest thing is, for the people who never thought that Florida had tornadoes, they learned today that Florida can get tornadoes, but it's mainly because of the hurricanes. They don't really come on their own, but in a hurricane, tornadoes are bound to form. And these tornadoes came through and ripped through parts of southern Florida. That's crazy. It wasn't even happening. The hurricane, the effects of the hurricane was happening in in South Florida. Not Miami, not that south, but it was really close to Miami. It's about an hour and a half away, an hour and a half or 2 hours away from Miami. There was tornadoes that were forming. And also, actually, like an hour to 2 hours. It was on like two different sides where there were reports of tornadoes forming and tornadoes ripping through communities. I seen the damage. There's so much. Like, I follow a lot of Florida pages, and just seeing all the damage that those tornadoes caused in just in under 24 hours is crazy. Well, first of all, tornadoes are really destructive, and they happen, and they can destroy things in seconds. Hurricanes are slow paced, but it can cause flooding, storm surge, flash floods, all of that. So don't mistake, just because a hurricane is slower doesn't mean that it's not as destructive. A tornado just comes through quick, blows your house out, and then it's done. But a hurricane was a slow-paced thing, and it comes through, and you feel it. It is wild what's going on here. Okay, so this is what has happened. Florida weather has not seen anything like this. Well, Florida weather, you're used to it. If you live in Florida, as a Florida resident, born and raised, I already knew hurricanes were a thing. We joke about having hurricane parties and being outside with the hurricanes, and a lot of Floridians not actually taking hurricanes seriously. The people that are really panicking are the non-Floridians, the travelers, the visitors, the retirees, and all of them. Those are the main people evacuating, as they should, because, if you're in a flood zone, you really shouldn't want to stay there. And some people did stay, and they seen their house get flooded in with water from the Gulf, and that the hurricane brought into their house onto land. So yeah, it's wild. And also, I seen a video of not a crocodile, but they named it a crocodile. It's actually an alligator by the round snout. It was an alligator that washed into their home, which is, man, yo, imagine that. They be getting the shots for real. I've never seen an alligator outside of a zoo. Usually in the city and stuff like that, you don't get to see that. More in rural areas, you're more likely to see it, but it's not guaranteed. I've been there. I lived there for a while, and I haven't seen one up close in the wild. I had to see one enclosed in a zoo facility, or also seen one at a field trip as well, and another field trip that I took as a freshman. Was I a freshman? Something like that. But it was a baby one. You could hold it, and it was hissing, but it ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, the worst it can do is just bite you, and it's not even gonna be a bad bite for real, because you can dominate it. You're like super big. But alligators, though. Yeah, but there was a footage of an alligator in the house. I don't know if it's that the only one, because I might have seen another one. It could have been the same one. I don't know. I have to check, but it is, oh my gosh. I've seen trees that look as big as a house being ripped out of the ground and either slamming onto a house or just laying on its side. I've seen that even when Hurricane Helen passed. I seen a trip, and the hurricane didn't even directly hit didn't even directly hit. But it still caused a lot of damage. So, don't ever sleep on the hurricanes. If they say evacuate because you're in that zone, evacuate. Okay? For you as a non-Floridian or people who are traveling and visiting, you better evacuate, and you better do it fast. Don't be out here waiting to the last minute, okay? Only real Floridians can do that, because we understand what's going on. We understand what to do. Y'all who just came in, you better follow every state advisory, emergency announcement that comes on your phone or your TV, your phone, tablet, whatever. The news channel, look, watch the local news network, check your weather app. Make sure you're keeping yourself on track, okay? Emergency situations. Emergency situations should definitely be an episode. Let me put that on there. Should definitely be an episode. I don't know if I might do it today. No, not today. I don't know if I might make that the next episode or something, but let me just put that down. All right. Like this is the biggest thing is I've been so, like, I am very interested in weather, nature, and all, and how everything like plays out. Because I'm very interested in it. I watch, like, you wouldn't believe the amount of nature shows, weather shows, and movies that I would watch of natural disasters and all of that. Like, growing up, that was something I do regularly because I just love, I don't know, I'm just attracted to that. It's something that I really like to see. Like, I really want to know, like, how to, like, gauge something. And then I would read books on it as well. Like, I was into that. I was into the environment. I am still into the environment. I love the environment every day. I try to, I think I'm grateful for the weather, the environment, and all, and the ability to learn about it and to really, like, understand what goes on with it, and how to react when certain things happen. A lot of things are light, but when that heavy rain or that heavy thunderstorm comes through, you know how to act accordingly. Like, I know how to act accordingly when that happens. This is just something I feel like I've been preparing for a long time. And now, I mean, I got a lot of supplies on, like, what to do. You got, just a lot of things to prepare for. And it's just something that people should have in general, to understand, to have an emergency plan, have emergency supplies. Don't just come when the emergency is here. You act before the emergency happens. That way you don't have to scurry and wait in long lines at Walmart and all the other grocery stores and trying to stack up on food and trying to stack up on supplies. Like, no, you got to do it before it happens. And also, one thing, price gouging? Nah, man. I know price gouging is a thing. And it's something I've always took issue with from companies trying to price gouge. And I'm still trying to figure out why the government has not actually. So, like, trying to figure out why the government hasn't actually done anything about that, with companies trying to increase price, and when they know that a crisis is coming, that people are evacuating, and that there are emergency and people need to get out and have the supplies ready to live, just in case, like, their power or anything doesn't come on for, like, days or weeks or maybe even months, or maybe if they lose their home, that's a possibility as well. And I'm trying to figure out why the governments have not tackled down on that. Because, I mean, I've heard a report about that still happening, and I'm just like, in this day and age, like, these people are just disgusting. But I mean, okay, so to be fair, I already know how that goes, because greedy corporations and companies have always been around for too long, and they really need a real crackdown on their prices, their market caps, or whatever, and especially during a crisis, which we already know. So because hurricane season in Florida is from June to November, June 30th to November. Let me see. Let me make sure I said it right. It is not June 30th. I'm sorry, June 1st I should have known that. I knew that, but that's why I looked it up. June 1st to November 30th. Okay, so that many months. June, July, August, September, October, November. That's 6 months. That's 6 months worth of extra rain on top of a rainy season that we already have because of the spring season. Okay, so that's just how it is. That's how it is over here. For those people trying to move to Florida, this is what you got to deal with. Stop trying to come over here and think that it's all fun and games. When a crisis actually comes in, you all of a sudden are crying, woe is me, and oh my gosh. No, this is exactly what you signed up for. Why would you visit a state? Why would you want to live in a state that you don't know that this happens every year? Why would you ever want to do that? Every single year. So there's no excuse for you to even cry about it or do anything. You better be prepared. And a lot of the things, a lot of people are out here trying to act like they really care about their health all of a sudden, or they really care. Like they've been surviving off of soft drinks, soda, all the processed junk food in the world. Y'all been acting like, eating healthy and stuff like that. Y'all didn't care that much about it, but now all of a sudden y'all kind of care about it now. Because I'm not going to say that all of a sudden that they're just going to switch to produce. Of course, they're still going to go to like the canned foods, the foods that's going to preserve for like a year or more, but like 6 months to a year. So yeah, I ain't going to say that all of a sudden the produce is going to be there, because the produce still looks good. Still looks good from when I seen it, when I visited. So it's not that. But when it comes to but it's mainly towards water, because the people who never really drank water for real are all of a sudden caring about drinking water. What if water, like when I heard my favorite comedian right now, which is Tony Baker, on his podcast, when I heard him say, what if water just got up out of here? What if water just packed up and left? Y'all wouldn't be able to even drink any of y'all soft drinks without water. Water is that main ingredient that you need to have everything get going. If water packed it up and left, there is no more us. There's no more life on Earth. There is no more life on Earth. Same with if the sun was to go out. No more life on Earth. Because the water would have frozen, you wouldn't have been able to drink it. And you would have just been gone. That's it. Devoid in space. Something. I don't think a lot of life would have died, a lot of food wouldn't have been made, and that's it. So I'm trying to figure out, what are you guys doing? If you actually want to drink water, don't drink when a crisis comes. Start drinking water now. A lot of y'all got health problems, and water would definitely help you with those issues, with those medical issues, those health issues. But y'all don't want to do that. Only want to do that when a hurricane is coming through. That makes no sense. Y'all can't be out here doing all that. That makes absolutely no sense. Water is here. Water is the essence of life. Water, you are 60 to 70% water. Your body is 60 to 70% water. So I'm very confused as to why y'all don't understand that you should be drinking water. Y'all can't be serious right now. Water is the way. Don't be out here trying to not drink water and then all of a sudden, let me drink some water now because the hurricane's coming. What? You should have been drinking water. Water is the way. Of course, there's better waters, but there's going to be a water episode. Let me tell you what type of water you should be drinking for real. Some real water. Not water that's imitation, not imitation water. Not imitation water and definitely not tap. Definitely not tap water. Definitely not that tap water. Okay? In the aftermath of Hurricane Milton, there's millions of people without power right now. Millions. And I'm going to give a good shout out to all the out-of-state electricians that are helping us in this time, like y'all did in 2017 when Hurricane Irma hit. When I speak about Florida, even if it's south, north, in between, that's why it's always we, okay? Because I love the state, and so whatever happens up north, whatever happens down south, in the middle, and all few far and in between, that's we, okay? That is we. But them outer state electricians, we thank y'all so much. If you ever come by this episode, we thank y'all for doing the work that these companies inside of these tech companies, not the tech companies, the electric companies that have a lot of way more work, demand for their work than they can actually supply in a well enough time frame. So thank y'all to the electricians, helping millions of people restore their power so that they can move forward from this natural disaster. It's very important, the work that you guys are doing. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the people who are out in the who don't have power but see you guys restoring power. I'm pretty sure they appreciate y'all too. There might be some rowdy people out there, and I've seen those videos too. But don't let those people deter you from helping the people who are grateful for you guys putting in y'all service, and this is what it's all about, of being like, this is the way the world should be functioning. When a crisis is happening, we should be there to help. That is how we achieve a sustainable world. That's how we achieve world community. That's how you can make the world a better place to live in, is if you give out a helping hand to people that really need it, and then in turn it makes the world better because everybody's in a safe space, a safe place. Everybody's got water, everybody's got food, everybody's got shelter, so just the basics in life help everybody get at least a level of fulfillment, that we so direly that we just need, in this day and age, because it feels like it hasn't been shown as much, and we need those times to not give up on humanity, because I believe in human power. You know what I'm saying? Some people believe in God, some people don't believe in God, but some people don't believe in anything at all. But believe in yourselves, believe in human power, because we are a community, even though we're divided by so many things, and they keep it that way. These quote unquote elites keep it that way so that we can continue to fall for the nonsense and not actually make the world a better place, make it a sustainable place for the world. Okay, so I'm just want to say thank you once again, because the help that allows us to continue our day-to-days, and continue to improve our communities and our areas, even in the times of crises, even though some things may never change, or some things may change forever. We're grateful for all of it. All right. So I want y'all to hydrate, go outside and see the sun if you got any sun outside to see. Be kinder to people, because there's a lot of people getting hostile over gas, and I've seen videos of people getting hostile over gas. I've been seeing reports of people, getting in lines and getting into confrontations that they really shouldn't be doing, because it is just gas. Everybody needs it. Everybody's there to get it. Just get in line. Don't cut nobody. You just gotta wait. If you know there's gonna be a line, you know that you gotta wait. Stop being. You gotta relax. Yeah, get off them drugs. But yeah, it's a lot that's going on. But yeah, be kinder to people, and we'll fix this. We'll get this thing sorted out. All right. That being said, I'm King. It's King Moolah TV podcast. I'm out of here. Doozy.